Hello everyone, welcome back to Sew with Grace. If you are new here, you are highly welcome. This channel is all about helping you to sew beautiful, stylish outfits step by step. The Buba is known for its loose fit and comfort. It's perfect for wedding, parties, and even casual outing, depending on the fabric you are working with. So in this tutorial, I will be guiding you through everything you need to know from the measurement you should take to how to properly cut and sew a fabric, and then sewing it neatly to achieve a clean and a professional finishing. I will also be sharing helpful tips along the way to make the process easy, especially if you are a beginner. At the end of this video, you should be able to confidently create your own buba that will fit well and look beautiful. So if you are ready to learn something new, make sure you watch till the end, and don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more sewing tutorial. Let's get started. I'm taking out this label on it. It's very important that you use your hot iron to take out any label in your Ankara. I will be using Ankara to show you. You can actually use any fabric of your choice. So now I'm folding my fabric into two, the two edge of my Ankara like this into two. Where the labels are, I fold it together. After folding it together like this, I further fold it into four, as if I want to cut a full circle. Can you see what I'm doing? So automatically my material is folded into four. Now, to get the amount of fabric you need to work on, you have to divide the largest part of your body. In my client case is the hip measurement. So I divide our hip measurement into 4 plus 3" for ease and for sewing allowance. You can see what I'm doing actually. I'm trying to iron down every part so that it will lay flat and neat. Now I'm marking the neckline. For the neckline, I will advise you, though I use 5 and 5 for the width and 5 for the depth, but I will advise you use 4 for the width and 4 for the depth. Mine was too wide. And from that tip, this part that is completely fold, I'm marking the length of the blouse. For the blouse, I'm making it 18 inches, including the sewing allowance. It all depends on the length of your client. You need to actually measure it out. I'm also inputting at this neck area, I'm inputting quarter of our hip measurement plus 2 inches for ease and 1 inches for sewing allowance, okay, at the top part of it. So I'm going to repeat the same measurement at the center and also at the aim of this blouse. It's very simple. Quarter of the hip measurement plus ease allowance and sewing allowance. I'm going to connect it on a straight line. So guys, I actually cross-check my work and I decide to reduce the width of my neck with half an inch and also increase the depth of it with half an inch. Guys, believe me, I would advise you use 4 for the width and 4 for the depth of the neckline. Okay, and I'm cutting it out. I later corrected it because the neck area was too wide. So I hope you will not make this mistake, and I cut it out. Now when I open it up, we are going to have something like this. Can you see what we have? So we have cut out our front and our back piece ready. Now after cutting the wrapper, sorry guys, I've lost the clip. I decided to cut my wrapper out and I make use of, for the wrapper I cut out 2 yards and 10 inches. 2 yards and 10 inches for the wrapper. So after removing your buba, go ahead and measure your Ankara and cut out 2 yards and 10 inches if you are sewing it for a small size person. If you are sewing it for a very plus size person, you should be considering 3 yards. Okay, I hope that makes sense. For the length of the sleeve, I'm actually marking the length of the sleeve like this, and I had the allowance and cut out. At the end of the day, we make use of 20 inches for the sleeve. So go ahead and cut out 20 inches for the sleeve. And for the wideness of the sleeve, just minus what you have in the body or the buba. When we were cutting out the body, just remove 2 inches from what we have on the body and cut out the sleeve. Okay. After that, I'm going to cut out for 2 sleeve. I'm cutting it out for the 2 sleeve. If you measure the wideness of your blouse and you discover that it's 17, please, on the sleeve, let the wideness of your sleeve be 15. So I've also go ahead to use my hot iron to fold the hem of my sleeve like this, ½ inch, and further fold it by 3 inch. When sewing a buba, especially when it comes to wrapper, please ensure that the folds, anywhere you're making folds, even the hem of the buba, let it be a big fold. Okay, so I fold it with 3 inch. Moving on to the rope that will be attached on the wrapper. Okay, for the rope, I make use of I cut out a rope about 25 inches. So you can use half of your waist measurement. If your waist is 30, you cut out 14, it will be enough. Or you add 6 inches to it, which is 20, depending on how long the person wants it to be. But in my case, my client actually needed it to be very, very long. And we cut it out, and I'm joining it out now. Moving on to the machine, I'm now joining my rope this way, right side facing, and I'm stitching it down like this. And if you look at the way we cut rope, for the rope part, ensure that you cut it on a bias form. You can see the way I cut it, in the way that one area is a bit pencil and the edge of it, the top is pencil, while the edge of it is wider. That is what you should do. Moving on to the wrapper. For the wrapper, I fold it ½ inch and further fold it with 3 inch. Please, if you are not sure of your hand, I go ahead and iron it out first. I think I actually iron it out before I stitch it down. Go ahead and iron your wrapper the way you want to fold it out and bring it up to the machine to stitch it down. That is exactly what I did. Now, flipping the rope front side out, I'm using my small screwdriver. You can even use your scissors to flip it to the right side. It's very simple. After flipping it to the right side, you see that one part, this opening edge, make sure that you push it inside the way you see me do. Push the rough edge inside and make sure that it's aligned. Place it like this at the waist area of your wrapper and stitch it down, guys. And another thing I want you to take note, when it comes to wrapper has this right up at the border of this wrapper. Make ensure that the part that is at the bottom, the writing is not upside down. Ensure that the writing is not upside down. When it comes to the one that will be facing at the down of your wrapper, the writing should be exactly the way it is. You should not, don't turn it upside down. So this is the way I've attached my rope. I will also go ahead and attach the other side of my rope, and I will be right back. Moving on to the next part of it, which is the sleeve. For the sleeve, we already iron out. The way we iron out this sleeve is the same way you should iron out your wrapper, yeah, before you stitch it down. Now I'm notching the midpoint of my sleeve, the center point of my sleeve. I also notch the center point of this blouse, and I stitch it down like this, making use of ½ inch for sewing allowance. So I'm stitching from one center to the end, and from the center to the other end of my blouse. Just watch carefully what I'm doing. It's very simple. Grab your fabric, hold your blouse into two, one side, make sure that the two edge align, the bottom of it align, and notch the center point, which is the shoulder line. Notch the shoulder line, the center of it, and stitch down your sleeve this way. This is the easiest way of attaching a sleeve to buba like this. So after stitching it out, I want to curve out the armpit like this. I can't continue to stitch it in the way that this angle will be, this rectangle will be obvious. You have to curve it out. If not, this part will be, when you flip it to the right side, you'll be having this sharp edge. So in order not to have this sharp edge or not to be folding, you have to curve it out like this. I'm now going ahead to close the side of my sleeve. I also do that on my blouse. From the bottom of it, I mark 9 inch. This 9 inch will serve as a slit. This 9 inch will serve as a slit. After folding the bottom of it, we are going to have 7 inch for the slit. The length of our slit is 7 inches. But I'm marking 9 inches because I'm going to be using 3 inches to we'll end up having 6 inches. Sorry. So I'm going to fold with 3 inches, and what will be left is 6 inches. I hope that makes sense. So now, after I've done with that, flipping it to the right side, this is what we have. Like I said, guys, when it comes to my part, I cut out my sleeve way longer than 20 inches. That's why I'm telling you now, use 20 inches, you have a perfect sleeve length. I've also gone ahead to fold the bottom of my blouse like this and iron it out. I've also got to slash open my shoulder. Normally this shoulder is supposed not to be open. This shoulder is supposed not to be open, but because I want to correct this neck area, I don't want my neck line to be too wide. Okay, so before I even slash it open, I've run a straight stitch of 1 inch. Okay, I run a straight stitch of 1 inch before I slash it open. I sew it down with 1 inch, and I open it up and iron it flat. This will not be obvious because it is a wrapper. It may not show, except you come closer, you come very close to it. That's what I'm telling you now, not to repeat this exact mistake that I did. We are almost done with this tutorial. Okay, we are almost done with this tutorial. After you're done with that, you make sure that you press all your sewing allowance flat, like the way you see me do. Iron everywhere flat. We are moving on to the last part of this tutorial, which is the neck area. For the neck area, I'm going to be using a bias to pipe this neck area. So at this point, I've taken it to my weaving machine and weave it out. I'm going to use this bias to pipe the neck area. So I fold it like this. I'm going to stitch it down the normal way we always stitch a bias face out. Can you see what we have? So I'm going to use my hand and push it like this. Can you see the way I push it? Please, when sewing this type of bias, please do not fold it this way and run a sewing machine on it. No, you're actually going to use, when it comes to buba, you're going to use your thread and needle to and stitch it down in the way you just simply tack it in the way that it will not show. So I'm going to tack it about 2 to 3 places, then I will go ahead and do the rest off camera to save our time. Guys, if you have watched this video to this very point, do not fail to subscribe to this channel, share and like our video, because this is one way to motivate us to keep creating more videos for you. And if you have any requested video, please let me also know in the comment section so that I can work on it. And after stitching it down, guys, can you see that the sewing line do not show? After stitching it down, guys, can you see that there's no sewing line? So we carefully use the hand to tack it down. And guys, this is the final look of this gown. It came out beautiful. Thank you so much for watching to the very end. See you all in my next video. Bye.